a couple hours ago. I got back on the radio, been listening, been talking to a few guys. This is real, man.
Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. So in response to Trump being ordered to pay $355 million in a fraud trial related to a business loan where Trump is accused to have inflated the value of Mar-a-Lago, which he was using as collateral to get a business loan from the bank, which subsequently he paid off on time, which makes it a victimless crime, essentially. So let me play this video for you. I'm going to let Chicago Ray explain to you what's going on. He's one of the truckers.
3 drivers that I drive with, they already vibrated the boss and told them they ain't going to New York City. So, I don't know how far across the country this is, or how many truckers are going to start denying loads to going to New York City. But I'll tell you what, you down and find out. Okay? Our bosses ain't going to care if we deny the loads. We'll just go somewhere else. All right? You know how hard it is to get into New York City with one of these motherfuckers? I'll tell you. I don't wish nothing on nobody, but by what I'm hearing, this is real. This, we'll see.
So if you couldn't tell through all the beeps, what's actually going on is there is a potential trucker boycott from truckers threatening to not enter New York, simply to deny taking the loads to New York and take other loads. Like you said there, it doesn't seem like their bosses care whether you're taking a load to New York or taking it anywhere else, as long as you're working. But let's check out this article real quick. It could shut New York City down. Female trucker joining boycott to protest Trump verdict says consumers will pay the price when they stop delivering. Trump supporting truckers plan to boycott New York City over $355 million fraud case ruling. One claims it could shut the city down by making basic goods unaffordable, and it's unclear how widespread the protest is or what impact it could have, so just note that. Truckers who support Donald Trump claim their proposed New York City delivery boycott over his $355 million fraud trial verdict could paralyze the city. It could shut New York City down, Jennifer Hernandez, a trucker who supports the boycott, told News Nation in an interview on Monday. If New York loses just 10% of the trucks going there, the prices are skyrocketing on everything, from milk to eggs to any type of goods that the consumer needs, she added. It's not yet clear how widespread support for the proposed boycott is and what impact it might have on deliveries to the city. The truckers claim they are taking action after the former president was ordered to pay a $355 million fine in a civil fraud verdict by a New York court that found his company falsely inflated asset valuations to obtain more favorable loan terms. If you remember correctly, the judge in this case a few weeks back declared Mar-a-Lago to be worth less than $100 million. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was like $29 million or something. But there's empty lots down there that are worth more than $29 million. Never mind the fact that the property literally spans from the ocean to the waterway, which gives you 2 coastal properties, essentially. And I've actually heard estimates of Mar-a-Lago being valued all the way up to $1 billion. So Trump has praised the planned boycott, posting on Truth Social, "Such an honor to have so many great patriots on the side of freedom." He added, "Joe Biden's unfair and dangerous weaponization of law enforcement is a serious threat to democracy. Make America great again." Another driver with the username Chicago Ray shared a video on X saying he'd spoken to at least 10 colleagues who all agreed that they would start refusing loads to the city on Monday. That's today. It wasn't clear how many truckers were involved, but Trump held their plan on the Truth Social page. Chicago Ray posted again saying, "Trump just posted my video and picture on Truth Social account. Pretty cool." Since Chicago Ray shared the video, others have chimed in on the alleged boycott, saying they supported the move. One person posted, "Do it. Let us know how we can help. You're not alone in this fight." Another added, "We can always rely on the truckers to restore some semblance of the right thing in response. Thank you from the many here on X for your courage to stand up to the Marxist leftists." In the ruling on Friday, Judge Arthur Engergon ordered Trump and his company to pay $355 million in penalties, finding that he lied about his wealth for years to deceive banks, insurers, and others by inflating his wealth on financial statements. He's also banned from being a director in a New York firm for 3 years. In response to the judge ordering Trump to pay the $355 million in penalties, I want to just show you this video over here real quick. This is from Kevin O'Leary on CNN a month ago, and just check it out.
Well, let's leave out Trump for a minute, and let's leave out politics and just talk about what happens in real estate development anywhere. So if you're a developer and you've got a building on a block anywhere in America and it's worth, let's say, $500 million, and you want to build a building right beside it, you go to the bank and say, this building is worth $500 million. I'd like to borrow a construction finance loan against this asset, and I want you to tell me it's worth $500 million too. And the bank negotiates with you and says, well, no, we think it's worth $400 million, and you fight it out. You're always trying to show your assets in the brightest light with the sunshine you could possibly determine for them. You want them to be worth the very most because you're only going to get a 40 or 50% loan to value, as it's called. Then you borrow that money. In the case of a $500 million asset, maybe you get $250 million, and you build a new building with a construction finance loan. And so that's what this case is all about. And by the way, forget about Trump. Every single real estate developer everywhere on earth does this. They always talk about their asset being worth a lot, and the bank says no. And that's just the way it is. So in this case, when I'm trying to figure out, and I'm not pro or con, or I don't care about the politics, who lost money? Nobody. The bank got paid back the construction finance loan, and a new building was built. And if you're going to sue this case and win, you got to sue every real estate developer everywhere. This is all they do. This is what they do all day long, every day. So I don't think this thing will ever survive appeal, regardless of what the fine is. This doesn't even make sense. Now, look, I know Trump's got a lot of problems in other indictments and everything else, but this, if you're a real estate developer, you're watching this, you're saying, what is this? This is ridiculous.
And real estate developers everywhere suddenly realize that they're going to have to vote for Trump this year. Every real estate developer decides that they don't want to do business in New York. Congratulations, New Yorkers. This is what you get for voting for Democrats for years on end. People with the most money are taking their money out of your state. They're choosing not to invest in your state because of the risk that could happen to them. You just saw Kevin O'Leary explain how it works. And before I go, let me play this updated video from Chicago Ray from only an hour ago and see what he has to say.
I got back on the radio, been listening, been talking to a few guys. This is real, man. There's guys that ain't going. I talked to a guy, he denied a refrigerator loan. Okay, which, you know, refrigerators going to New York City, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good money. Okay, so I gotta give that guy his credit for that. But, you know, if this goes longer than a week, like they're saying, man, New York City better start stocking up. And they better start stocking up now. Okay? I don't want to, like I said, I ain't wishing anybody anything. Okay? Everybody's on their own with this. All right? Okay? I'm just telling you what I hear. I'm going to be in Wisconsin for the next couple weeks on a dedicated run. So, you know, I'm going to be north of Madison. So, but what I'm hearing, these guys are serious. Okay? And this could take longer than a week. All right?
So like I said, hopefully this is another wake-up call. It seems like certain professions or whatever, however you want to divide it or say it, they're waking up one section at a time to the brutal unfairness the left brings against the right as it affects their companies. And the funny thing is, these people could have been a Democrat voter before, but once they see this affect their business, they realize that something has to be done. And I feel like it's causing people to wish the election was tomorrow so that they could run and vote for Trump. If you agree with that, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.